Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be finishing off this pocket letter with you in today's video. The video I just filmed before this, although it won't be the video that you'll have seen before this, I just created this Star Wars charm and I'm creating a Star Wars pocket letter. Now I've actually made most of the pocket letter off camera, and that was because I wasn't actually intending on sharing this, if I'm honest, but I thought, well, why not? I might as well share with you what I'm doing. So the only thing I've done to the pocket letter itself at the moment is I've just covered the side with this silver washi tape. This was either from the Works or Hobbycraft or the Range, somewhere like that. And I just used double-sided tape to make sure that it's stuck on both sides. Well, I say double-sided tape, I used like a little tape runner from Poundland. Now I'm just going to pull out, because it's under my desk, my crocodile, because I'm going to punch a small hole. I should have thought of that before I started filming, really, didn't I? But yeah, I've got the pink crocodile from We Are Memory Keepers, so I'm going to pull that out, and I'm not necessarily going to go through one of the holes on the pocket itself, because obviously I can't see those. But am I going to use the small or the big? I think we're going to go big. Yeah, so I'm going to just pop it in here, maybe about there, looks good. I'm going to punch that out, just going through the plastic a little bit, so it might take a second punch. There we go. So I'm just going to retrieve my squished charm. I'm going to attach that to the side, so I'm going to just pop this out of the way. Now for the pictures on the pocket letter itself, I don't know if you remember, but I bought a ton of Star Wars calendars from the pound shop. I bought some when they were £1, like at the beginning of the year, because they're 2020 calendars. Then I bought a load more that when they'd gone down to 50p, and I'd used one of these to make some art in frames, and I shared that with you on my channel. But on the very back, you've got this page here that's got all the images from the calendar, but a small size, and I didn't want to chuck it out because it seemed too good to bin. And what I did is I went through and cut out all of the ones that were still sort of intact, because where they've put this one at to kind of make it pop, it's now blocking these 3 pictures. So it meant that there were 8 left. So I sat and just cut them all out with scissors. So this is the last one left. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down for a minute. I'm trying to stand so that I can see the screen, but I'm just going to sit for a second. I'm just going to take some, I've just got some loads of offcuts of white card that I try and use up. Tape my double-sided tape runner. I'm going to tape the back of Yoda. And I'm going to pop him on the white card. And then I'm just going to use my Fiskars trimmer, which is next to me. Let's see if I can get that. Can you see? I think you can. So I think I'm going to put that up to the edge here. And just trim off the edges. So this is exactly how I created the Star Wars art. I backed them, I cut them out, then I backed them on white cardstock, and then I attached them to Mirimat card from Hunky Dory. Whereas these pockets, I've used loads of offcuts of glitter paper, because I have a whole pouch of them, wherever it's gone, don't even know. But I have a whole pouch of kind of glitter offcuts. So I trimmed them all down to 3 inches by 2 inches. And then I'm just going to pop some tape on the back of this. And I did debate doing them kind of wonky at first, and Matt said they didn't look very good. So then I've put them on there straight. So I'm just going to take a moment to kind of eyeball this and put it on here in the middle. And that's all I did for the front. But a lot of these glitter papers I've had in my stash for ages, and a lot of them were marked on the other side, and it just looked really rubbish. So I had tons of offcuts of this card as well from, what was that from? Can't remember, but I had tons of offcuts of it either way. And I cut them to 3 by 2 as well. So I'm going to put the tape on the glitter cardstock actually, because I think some of these were just slightly shorter. What are you doing? Slightly shorter than 3 by 2. So I've tried to match it up so that if I need to trim one, it's the back piece that I trim. So if I just line that up as best as I can, and I just need to take a smidgen off the bottom so you can just see the white card through. But that's it, and that's the back there. It does, as you can see, the green one slightly overhanging, but you don't notice it so much on that side. It was more this side that I was bothered about. So I did that with all the 8 pictures. So you've got Yoda there on green. Let me grab the rest of them. They're under my earphones. Okay, then we've got Boba Fett there on the jade. Got Chewbacca and Han Solo in the brown. Then I've got the fighter jets on the purple. R2-D2 and C-3PO on the blue. Am I in frame? I really hope I am. Boba Fett and the other members of Jabba the Hutt's crew, and then some more fighter jets here on this pink one. So that's all of the pictures. So I'm going to be popping those into the pocket letter. So let me think. I think I'm going to put this one here. And then I'm going to pop that one there. I'm going to pop that down there and that one there. Because I'm going to try and keep kind of like the purples and pinks together. I'm going to try and keep the greens together. So I'll put the green one there. Oh, I'm missing a card as well, which Matt would kill me if he was here, because the one I'm missing is Darth Vader and I put him on silver. So I'm going to pop him there. So the only bit that I haven't filled is this middle piece. But I think I'll probably do a sequin shape mix for that. So yeah, that's those. Now, I think I might do the sequin mix first. Yeah, let me pause here and I'll get my sequins out. Okay, so I've pulled out all of my sequins and my little finger seed beads. I think I'm just going to grab this glass bowl here, not my earphones, and pop it here. Now, I could do a really colourful mix because there are so many colours here, but that could go disastrously wrong because they could really clash. But I'm thinking, because I did the charm in kind of the silvers and the blacks and it's Star Wars themed, I think I'm going to go for kind of a neutrally theme here, but we'll see how we get on. So I'm going to open this first craft tote. These are all my seasonal sequins. There isn't really anything in there that's going to be useful for this sequin mix. Let's have a look here. So these are reds and golds. So I mean, I do have gold either side here, but again, I do think I want to pick up that silver much more. So I'm going to pop that one away. Let's have a little look. What have I got next? Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's start with this side. So I definitely want some blacks, and I think I'm going to put in a few of these black stars. They're really unusual. They're a bit spidery. These always creep me out, these ones. There's some regular black stars as well. Let's just pop a few of those in. And then a little bit of black. I don't want to use those ones because there's not very many of them. This is from that Sweet Paris mix, I think, and there's a few different sizes of black ones in there. So I'm going to take a little tiny pinch. I want some of the smaller ones. A little tiny pinch of black from there. Now, do I do some white? I think I am going to do some white because they have got that kind of iridescent sheen to them. So I'm going to take out some of these little stars. Let's do a little pinch of those. Not the hearts. Maybe some plain sequins though. They've got a little bit of a pink sheen to them, so maybe not very many of those. Maybe a little bunch of actual white ones might be good. Yeah, that'd be good. And I think I'm mostly going to build this up with kind of the silvers. Now I might make a little bit too much of this mix so that I can do other things with it. So I'm not too bothered if there's too much for the sequin shaker itself. Some bigger white stars. No, I'm not going to use those. We've got some clear ones here. So let's have a look. Oh, look, there's some Martha Stewart tiny little stars here. Okay, I've got to be careful with this. I don't want to spill them everywhere. I don't want to waste them. Let's put some of those in, they'll look really good. I'm going to pop in some of these hearts here. I have got the small Martha Stewart hearts as well. I'm trying to kind of mix all the sizes as well, because that's always good. Always good to have a little mixture. Okay, I like that at the minute. Definitely need some silver. Gonna pop in just a little pinch of these. That's enough. Oh, I've got one little rogue sequin. Right, now my silvers. This is the fun bit. Okay, so let's pop in some of this because they're all different sizes, so that will look good. But along with some just regular cut sequins, I'm gonna have some stars. Definitely some stars. Maybe too many stars now. Let's have, oh, I've got loads of different sizes of stars, so I'm gonna have a little pinch of those. I mean, it is Star Wars, let's be honest. I'm gonna have some of these discs, because I like those. It's really good to use different shapes as well, shapes and sizes when you're making a mix. But I was watching Nurse Tara the other day and she was talking about sometimes you could have 19, 20 different types of sequins in one mix. And that's what makes them so good, but then that's why you end up going through your sequins so much. Right, that's some of these Gutermann ones. These all look good. These plain discs. Okay, let's just trying to break them apart, not just, you know, fondling them. Let's put in some of these. A little more of those. I think probably need a bit more black now. We've added all the silver. So I'm going to go back in with, what about these ones actually? These ones are really pretty. They've got a bit of a blue sheen to them. And maybe a little few of those. And a couple of those. Let's have a little look at that now. Oh, I like that. I quite like that mix actually. I like the star kind of look to it. But I think I do want to add some beads. So let me just get this out of the way. Whoopsie. I definitely don't think I want any of the purples, pinks, blues or greens. Oh, but saying that, inside this one, there are some of these little crystals. So I might pop just a few of these in there. Put this back here. Yeah, definitely some of those. I can't remember where I got these from, but it's obviously a massive bag. I think I ordered them online actually. I think it was when I was looking at wedding stuff. I think that's when I ordered those. So let's pop that away. And then my last craft mates container. Now I do actually like having them in all these folders, because when I used to have them in those ones that you open entirely, and everything opens, I used to spill them all of the time. Right, so excuse all the prices. The reason I priced them all up was when I used to jewellery make and I used to work out costs of things, but I just don't bother doing that anymore. So let's do a little bit of black, and pretty much all of these seed beads are from Beads Direct. See, these all say opaque jet, but these are different because these are matte. These have a matte finish. I lost one. Ooh, what about these? Not them, but them. Just a little sprinkle of those, because I don't have as many. And then these ones here. I don't think these were Beads Direct, so I think these might be Gutermann ones. A few clear. What colour is this? No. Yes, no, yes, no. I don't. Yeah. Screw it. There's only a few. They're a bit blue actually. As I started pouring them in, I was like, whoops, shouldn't have done that. I think they're a bit too colourful. Definitely, they're not focusing, but they're definitely too colourful. And I don't think I want any bugle beads. So let's give that a little mix. I really like that as a mix. I think that's really quite pretty. But I do think I want a few more of the crystals in there. So I'm just going to grab those back out. I do like the bugle beads, to be fair. There's those ones on the end. I think they'll just be a bit too big. I never use these though. No, I'm going to leave those for the minute. I don't want to ruin it. But I do want just a few more of these little crystals here. Sprinkle those in. Just make it really crystally. I've got these smaller ones, these blue ones, but the colour won't go. Okay, so there is our beautiful little kind of starry sequin mix. So you saw just how many sequins I put in here, how many different types, and I do really like mixes like this, that just there's a bit of everything in there. So obviously it's too much for this middle pocket, but we will use some of them. Now the question is, do I want to fuse it or shall I seal it with tape? What should I do? I've got them all stuck to my fingers now. Right, I'm going to pause you so I can get my fuse tool out. Okay, so fuse tool is plugged in, but obviously you need to just let it warm up a bit. So I'm just going to move this out of the way a second, because I'm going to pop in this mat just to protect my work surface, and I'm also going to put some card over the top, because I do find that that surface is really rubbish for fusing on, but I don't have any cardboard to hand. So whilst we're waiting for that to warm up, I'm just going to start preparing some bits and pieces. So one thing that I have done is got all the goodies for inside ready already. So I'll talk you through these, and then I can literally just pop them in all the pockets at the end. So this first little bag has got some wood veneers, so there's some hearts and some butterflies. So that's one of the things I'm popping in there. This second bag has got an assortment of paper clips and crocodile clips, all in silver, gold and rose gold. Then I've got this little packet of round gems, Simply Creative ones. Now I think these used to be sold for like £1, and now you can get those really, really big sheets for like £1, £1.50. But I think these were sent to me. I don't remember buying them, so I'm going to share them with the person, because I just don't reach for these colours very much, and I'm hoping that they will. I'm also including these. Now I used these in my video when I was making the flowers. I already have another packet of these, and I thought, do you know what, I've had them for so long and they're such pretty colours, I'd just like somebody to get use of them, so I'm including those. I'm including 2 of these sequin bows because they're just absolutely gorgeous, so I thought I'd share those with the recipient. I've also got this little bit of card that I've cut down, and I've added quite a lot of washi to them. Well, 3 different types, but quite a lot. I went round quite a lot. I'm not sure how well you'll see on camera, but it's quite a thick little chunk. But I've got this gold star one, and this clear one with the gold stars on, and then this gold one with hearts on it. So I'm not really too sure which way around it's meant to go, because all the hearts are different way around, but they can use it however they want. So that's one of the pockets. I've got this little bookmark that I made, and I made this a while ago, but it's the only one I have still in my stash with a little star on it, and as it's Star Wars themed, I thought that was apt. But the person I'm giving this to, I know, enjoys reading, so you just pop this bit inside your book, and then this bit dangles outside. Have I got a book to hand? I do. I've got one of my notebooks, so if I just show you, if I was on this page, for example, let me just get a page with no writing on it, then I just pop my bookmark in there, and then my little charm dangles on the outside. It's just really cute. I used to make those a lot when I made jewellery, so that's one of the things going in. And then the last thing going in are 2 of these pink tassels. They're like a suede, and these were in various different Dovecraft sets, I think they were, but I've still got quite a few of them, so I'm going to share them. So I'm going to put them all back in this bowl here so they don't get lost. Oh, I've just peeled off one of the sequin bows. That's useful, isn't it? yeah, I don't want to lose those, so I've just popped them all in that bowl for a second. And I'm going to grab out my spoon. Okay, so I've just got a random little teaspoon that lives up here, and I've got my little Star Wars mat here. And I've also grabbed another empty fusey thingamajiggy, because I think I might make a separate little sequin mix in here. So if I take maybe just one scoop at a time, let's see what it looks like. So let's do 2 scoops in there. Pop that in there. Oh, where did you come from? I do have to say, well, I've not used this fuse tool in ages. It absolutely stinks. Like, it's next to me warming up, and it absolutely reeks. Can't believe how smelly it is. It is really emanating heat though. Maybe I didn't make as much of a sequin mix as I hoped. Let's pop those in there. Now, how full do I want it? 'Cause do I want it to shake, or do I want it quite full? That's the question, isn't it? Wonder what it looks like if I just put the lot in. Let's see. That's definitely going to be too much though, isn't it? Let me put this lot in here and see what that looks like. I might have to spoon it. Might have to spoon it in. Do you know, the smart plan would have been to do it at the top one, but no, I decided to do it here at the bottom. Smart lady, Amy. Right, let's see if I can kind of jimmy it in. There we go. That's most of it. Oh, there's a lot of little stars in that one. So let me see if I can get all of the rest of this onto the spoon. Almost there. Thank you for being patient with me, to those of you watching. I'm aware that you're probably busy people. Well, that you are busy people. But it's got to look nice, hasn't it? Okay, so let's put these stars here and there. I like that. I think that's quite full. And then obviously I've got this other little extra one here. So I'm going to do this one first, just in case I do mess up. Then it's not too much of a problem. And because it's quite small, I'm not going to go all the way to the top there. I think I'm going to go just below. I'm just going to make like an extra little like mini pocket, so the person can use it in some way. Or do I just share a little bit of that? No, it'll be alright. So I have got my fuse tool ruler. Now, I haven't used this in ages. So let's see how we do, shall we? Oh, it's so smelly. Okay, so there's my line. I'm really sad. The first time I ever do a successful fuse line, the first time ever, and then my battery dies, and I'm chatting away, don't even realise my phone's not filming, and then I find that there's a rogue hair in the damn thing. So, I've gone through, it's now hair free. I'm going to have another go. It's also missing a star by the looks of it. So, I'm going to put this into this next pocket up, hopefully. There we go. It's just a few left behind. So we'll grab hold of those. A few of these little Martha Stewart stars remaining. So I'll just grab a couple of those. And I think that's all of, oh, that's not all of them. And most other people just leave these, but I'm one of those that has to get every single one. Okay, so they're all in there now, except that one. And let's see if I can be as successful with the fuse tool this time. There's a little bit of a hair there. Is it on the inside or the outside? Let's just make sure there's no hairs on the inside. I mean, I can't help the fact that I have dogs as pets and the hair does get everywhere. Well, not everybody's going to appreciate that in their shaker, are they? So try and get it out. I can see it's on the paper there. There's a little bit there. Okay, so that's all in there now. Let's take the fuse tool again. Get back in there. Went down a little bit, didn't we? Okay, so it's definitely really hot now because it's been just sitting there for a while. Okay, so just a slow and steady speed with a good amount of pressure, not too light. You don't need to press too hard. I'm just going to go back on myself. I'm always paranoid that it doesn't go all the way through. Pop it back on my little stand. That's definitely gone all the way through. Perfect. I'm just going to trim that out. So let's cut it just above, kind of the scissors width above that line there. I'm going to cut it just down here at the bottom, which is nice and easy because there's already a score line there where I can cut. And I'm just going to cut up here. In fact, I'm going to do it this way around. Just find it easier to have whatever I'm cutting on my left hand side, so I can hold it steady. Okay, so we've got a little mini shaker that the person can use however they like, but I also need to seal the shaker in the middle here. So this one's a little bit more nerve-wracking, shall we say. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit actually. Got to make it nice and neat. I think I might make a load of these, you know. This was really fun. Just making like a little mini something. Who did I watch the other day? It was I can't think who it was, but I watched somebody and they used a whole 9 pockets of these and they made tons of shakers. I'll have to find out who that was and give them the credit. So now I need to seal this along here because obviously that's where the lines come up to. So press this down nice and hard and then just gently, but with a good amount of pressure, I'm going to go from one side to the other. Okay, moment of truth. It's stuck down, so let's just see if I use my nail. Oh, look at that. What's going so well now? I don't know. Honestly, I've always struggled to do this before, and that was super easy. But I do want a little something to go across the top there. So let's have a little rummage in me drawers. No pun intended. And let's have a little think what I could use. I'm trying not to knock the fuse tool off my desk. I've got some different glitter trims. Like, oh, that might work. That might work. No, I've got some silver letter stickers and I can put the person's name on it maybe. So then I would need something else. No, I'm not going to do that actually. No, I am going to just do it like this. You're probably thinking, oh my goodness, Amy, just make a decision. Make a decision, woman. Right. That's perfect. So I'm going to peel this off and stick this on, but then I'm also going to, because I can't create anything that does not have bling, we're going to add some bling pieces to the top of this, but we need a nice dark colour, I think. I don't think I've got any bling pieces that are black. I used to. Oh, I do have some. That might work. Might not show up though. I think I might have some black ones down here somewhere. Let's have a little. I do have some black ones. And I think that is what I'm going to use. Oh, and these are in a line as well. Do I do the whole row? Do I just do a little section? Maybe to there. So we want 4 less basically. So if I cut it here and then peel this little row off. Stick that down. I think that needs to just be trimmed a little bit on here. Yeah, that's better. A little bit wonky, but I can live with that. Okay, let's pop those back in there. I like that. And that's quite full actually. I thought there wouldn't be enough in there, but it's actually very full, to be fair. It doesn't shake all that much. I mean, I don't want to shake it too hard and everything else fly out anyway. But this one, obviously, there's a lot more shake to it. So less is more, people. Less is more. Now, I'm going to pop the bits in the back here. Now, I'm really sad. And I am going to colour coordinate everything. I'm going to pop this behind Yoda. Because Yoda has a stick made of wood that he uses. So I'm going to pop that in there. And then we've got the blue one for C3PO. And then what colour's there? The jade green. So let's pop these gems here. I might need to pop a little clip or something in the top of some of these, because otherwise it all shoots out, doesn't it? Which side was the purple? On this side. So let's pop the purple bows in there behind the purple thingy. Behind the gold thingy, I'm going to pop the washi tapes. I'm going to pop the tassels down here. There we go. Try and make them a little bit neater. I'm going to pop them in there. Like that. And then I'm going to pop those in there. So those are our bits and pieces. I would have liked to have put this in, but obviously because it's the same width as these, it's not going to fit in any of the pockets. I think I should do something with this, but I don't know what at the minute, or to just leave it for the person to use it and to embellish themselves. So yeah, I'm not sure on that, what I'll do with that. But there is our finished Star Wars pocket letter. Obviously the pockets themselves will look better once the goodies are out of them. And then what I'm going to do is just fold it in, do it like this and like this. Now I am going to wrap this up, and then one thing that I like doing is, if you want to leave a little note for someone but you haven't got any nice stickers and things, is I've got this 2-inch scalloped heart punch. And all I like to do is just punch out some plain white cardstock, like that, and then you write your little message on there. So once it's all wrapped up in the tissue paper, I can just pop my little message on here and stick it on like that, like a little gift tag. I just think that's quite cute. So yeah, so I'm going to wrap that up now and pop it in the box, and I've got a few other bits to finish off. Thank you for joining me, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye bye everyone.